Alrighty, so we are making progress on this barn, which has taken on a life of its own. When I originally thought about having a calving barn, I thought about a pretty simple pole building with a gravel floor, maybe 50 by 100. And now this is 90 by 100 with a concrete floor and radiant heating and all these crazy number of trusses. And you know, however, how when you build something, you always think of ideas to upgrade. For example, I thought, well, gee, I don't just want plywood walls. It just won't last as long. It won't be as bright. It won't be as sanitary. So now I have to paint them. And so I'm up here at 10 o'clock at night painting these walls white because it's my favorite time of the day when no one else is bugging me and I can actually get some work done. And things like the floor, I should probably Thompson's water seal the floor, because even though it'll be undercover, there'll be a lot of cow urine on it, which is going to freeze, and they get into these little cracks, you know, and then it causes problems. So things like that are just adding up. We made certainly a few mistakes. I was going to run the power over to a transformer the one direction, but the local power company wants $5,000 to connect a new meter, or they'll upgrade my existing meter for $500. So I had to dig up the power line, which we'd already buried, and I'm going to be redoing that because this barn has just exploded in cost. And I thought I might be able to pay it off in about 8 years, and doing the new math, it's more like 20 years. But I can't farm and ranch the way I want to in Alaska without a facility here, and I'm hoping that it will take less than that because I'll have less spoiled hay. I'll be able to feed my cows more of my own feed in the fodder room. I'll have less calf losses. You know, all of those things, if they add up, maybe it takes less than 20 years. The trusses are going well. I'm the crane operator, and because it's my machine and I'm most familiar with it, and I can set these trusses pretty precisely with it. I almost killed myself today, however, because the machine almost tipped over. If I'd gone another inch, that whole forklift there would have just tipped right over on its side. It was pretty close, pretty scary. I had to use the downrigger to avoid just flopping over on its side. I guess the truss just, even though they're not that heavy, there's a lot of, I don't know what happened, a lot of wind resistance or something, but everybody saw it and they thought I was gonna get trapped in the machine if I hadn't been killed. And luckily I managed to stop and keep my wits about me and right it before it absolutely flopped on its side. So other than that, you know, the barn is going well. It's almost August. We're gonna get dark nights again here pretty soon. The leaves are gonna start changing color. Winter is definitely coming, and we're gonna try really hard to have these trusses on by the end of the week. We have 30 left to do, and if we work really hard and I push the guys extra couple hours a day, maybe we can get this done by Friday and just keep going. Okay, so that's what's going on the farm right now. Lots to do. We're gonna be working full time here until at least November 1st. I just hope we don't get snow until then. We have so much stuff to do here to get ready for winter, and in terms of, and to finish this barn, it's mind-boggling. But the only way to get it done is by working. So on that note, I'm gonna go back to it.